iPads are useful for their purpose, but they are no substitute for brains.
I won.
Well, 75%, so that's a C.
That's an A.
No, you got 3 out of 4 correct. That's 75%. Check any school grading system. 75% is a C.
We're talking the BGFG school here, buddy.
Oh, you knocked it out of the park. In fact, we're going to recommend that you skip a grade.
So there's not a lot of news because we're into the Christmas season. So
Well,
there's
did
not
you
a lot.
hear? Did you hear about the kid that got hurt in the peekaboo accident?
No.
Yeah, he ended up in the ICU.
Oh man, that
Got him.
demanded a $100,000 ransom, and then Satanic is now offering the data for just $3,500.
Yeah.
What a downfall that was.
Because nobody wants it.
Right. What exactly did Satanic look to get?
Now, if you are one of the people whose information was stolen, like address, etc., simple solution: just move out of your parents' basement.
Oh, that was nice. Any game, there's going to be a few bugs in the first couple of days they're going to patch out. So they're going to take my vacation time. Oh, it's on. I ain't even changing. I'm going to be in sweatpants for 4 days.
Yeah.
I'm saving time for this. So
Red ball and 8 bulls play straight through.
we can't promote drugs like that. All right, let's get to For What It's Worth.
Okay, then skip the Red Bull.
That, you know what? I don't even have an argument for that.
Stuff's bad for you anyway. With the canals.
I think it was called Canal.
Actually, it was, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and how freaking fun that map was,
Yeah.
you know, and then it just, anyway.
Look, for those that are listening.
And then Horde, then they introduced Horde. Oh my gosh.
For those that are listening that don't know about this game or haven't played this game and just heard us talk about it, give it a shot. Give it an honest shot.
Oh, I was going to say turn off the show and never listen to us again, but yeah, give it a shot. That's a much better choice. Okay, let me get this right, Sony. You want me to change the complete architecture of the way my game works to accommodate a button on your controller? Yeah. Xbox, you got another exclusive coming your way. That's how that's going to work.
That's exactly how that meeting is going to go. That's exactly how it's going to go. Arguments. A hacker known as Zeebler was the first to publicly share details of how they did it and how they remotely permabanned players by just saying a few words in the chat. One of the guys I work with was an actual victim of this. He's since got reversed. They reversed it pretty quickly, but he was still one of them. Another hacker named Visor with a Z. That's Visor with a Z. I bet he's got a friend named Laserface.
Probably.
That with a good GPU chip on their board, you can achieve pretty decent things. Now, you're not going to run a AAA game, or you're not going to run too many AAA games on an Apple architecture. But if you're streaming a game from Steam or from Xbox, it's going to do pretty well. It's gonna show pretty good graphics. Because
yeah, I mean, nothing plays an 8-bit or a 16-bit game as well as an Apple these days.
It's such a shame you can't see what finger I'm holding up.
Douche. That's because you're
never
Southern.
Get to finish my thoughts.
Because you're Southern and you take too long. Us Northeasterners, we go.
Yeah, well, there's a reason we move slow down here.
Because it's
I think
so
you
damn
understand.
hot.
You've been here.
It's fucking hot. Really hot.
It's like the reason why you take your time talking is because you have to close your mouth and let it re-moisten before you can say more words. Okay? You open your mouth, it's like moisture's gone.
It does. I've never heard my Mac Mini. I have an M1 Mac Mini upstairs for editing, and I've never heard the fan turn on, ever.
Are you wearing
No, I am not.
hands and
knew you
listening
were
to
gonna ask that.
music while you're doing it?
No, I have not. Just sitting
So
at the
you
desk.
edit with just your ears.
I edit with just my ears and the speaker that's built into the Mac Mini.
Well, that explains some things.
It's such a shame you can't see what finger I'm holding up.
At it. I don't know what they use for paint, but man, every time you touched it left a fingerprint. And I mean like you're gonna get arrested fingerprint. It wasn't just a smudge, like it was like a fingerprint. So it was tough.
And it probably had a skin underneath that's digitizing those prints and storing it somewhere.
You're a sad little man. That's a hater. That's what you are. His guy is one of our gamers. So many buttons on the wheel though. There's buttons and dials everywhere on the wheel, so it's completely adjustable. Almost everything is mappable. You can also purchase the optional multi-shifter, which Freemo, the multi-shifter, bro. The multi-shifter is, oh shit, I hit the wrong button. What the hell did I hit? No, there we go.
Oh, I just clicked on the and more link.
Yeah.
It says it's got left turn assist.
Firmware update just made this microphone actually really, really good.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, Turtle Beach. All right, I see you. I see you. But then they did nothing else. And then in 2019, they purchased German company Rockcat. Now, Rockcat I can only describe as the European version of Mad Cats.
That's a fair assessment. I don't know that I would have made that, but yes, that is a fair assessment.
82% just in AI. And I don't need to go on with how crazy AI is lately. Like we don't, here in the show, we are not supporting AI at this time. Machine learning's fine. AI is scary. And I had to explain to my daughter yesterday because she was talking about
unrelated news. NVIDIA has quietly changed their corporation name to Skynet.
That's great. Collection consists of 3 shiny chromium finished controllers and side plates. You got Chroma Pearl, Chroma Indigo, and Chroma Teal. Indigo and Pearl will be out.
I get this. I get why Sony did this.
Oh, this should be
I
good.
absolutely do.
This should be good. Go ahead.
So you sit down, you decide to spend some time with your PlayStation, and there's nothing worth playing, so you can sit with your controller in the light and just do like this and mesmerize yourself.
Well played. Gears of War. Freemo not going to be there first friggin' day, guaranteed. Come get some. Especially if you put a horde mode in it. We're going to own it.
Oh, yeah.
But
all day.
Moving on, the Halo things makes me. Sony has a bit of FOMO free. You know what FOMO is, right? Fear of missing out. No, because you don't ever have
I don't have
that. It's not my wheelhouse.
That is a foreign concept to me.
How about EA? Our love-hate relationship with
I
EA.
thought we were going to start talking about little donkeys.
No, we're not talking about little donkeys. After decades that EA and FIFA were together, they have now separated. It was a large divorce.
Yes, it was.
And most likely it's just because FIFA's like, wait a minute, you want me to sign away what?
And the pool boy was right there to step in.
Konami. That's a great one. The pool boy. All right. Do you have anything else this week?
Just a final prediction for whatever DirecTV and Dish is going to be called after their merger.
What?
Say hello to AOL when they acquire you. They'll be more than happy to add your.
Where do they get their money from? Where the fuck does AOL get their money from? I don't get it.
20 million people is a drop in the bucket these days compared to Netflix,
Cable.
Prime,
Cable.
Hulu. I mean, any even old school cable.
Yeah,
I mean,
old school cable
what-
still has
what-
the
what
internet
kind of
connection,
deals do
which
they
counts.
What you're gonna get? You're gonna be able to now provide the entire catalog of 80s TV shows, including Airwolf. Yay!
Airwolf. Oh, fucking Airwolf reference. That was awesome. Your Honor, I was trying to help the sheep over the fence. Fuck you. That was funny. Or did that?
Yeah, I'm still trying to
did that
figure out
hit?
exactly
Fremo,
what
did
they
that
got
hit?
him for
Did
on, though.
did that hit too close to home? That joke?
No.
You sure? Because I know every time you drive by a farm, all you hear is the sheep go, "Oh no, he's back."
Yeah, to which I respond, sheep lie. Did you get the Indiana Jones one?
I didn't get the Indiana Jones console, but I did get the Indiana Jones collector's pack, which is not going to be out for another month. I can't believe I'm going to say this. So in the living room, I had to recently upgrade because the stuff up there was.
Ooh. Did I miss the announcement? Did Hello Kitty release an Xbox?
It's such a shame you can't see what finger I'm holding up.
No, they did not. 047, 1047. This was aimed to prevent bad actors from using AI to cause critical harm on infrastructures. Why would you veto that bill? Why would you not pass that bill and then amend it as you see fit?
Because the tech companies in California didn't want to be responsible. So they gave him a bunch of money to say no.
Yep, that you know what? Let me check. Yep. That tracks. That definitely tracks. There was another one that was around for a short time. I don't know what company it was. I was trying to help this lady get into her computer, and it was the most annoying.
That's why you always just hit the visually impaired option.
I didn't even know that was an option. What's the visually impaired option do?
I don't know. I just made that up. But if there isn't one, we need to get our R&D on it.
I would have literally spent my next day at work looking for that.
Define productivity. What are their metrics for that?
I don't know. When
this update cost 15 problems instead of 10.
Oh, that was good. That was real good. Microsoft. Yeah, we could go at length about how shitty their software is.
Seriously, I didn't realize Microsoft measured productivity.
Another one. Oh, but look, it's definitely hard. Let me tell you about my experience. All right, so as you can see behind me, and in the other room, I like collecting a few things. I like collecting controllers. I like collecting consoles.
Jeez.
And I saw this at first, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this whole setup where you get the PlayStation 5 Pro, the controller, the
I don't know if his brain caught that.
What? I didn't catch it.
Yeah, you'll have to go back and watch it then.
Okay. So wrapping up this week, I just want to state again why I don't go in the ocean. Why are you shaking your head?
Well, I know it's not a buoyancy thing.
Oh, I see what you did there. Well done. Well done. Fat joke. The chargers for most cars, when you put them at your house, they plug into the 220 in your house, like where your dryer is.
I didn't say plug it into your house. Hits the extension cord.
Oh. I can see you.
Just have to be prepared. You just have to be prepared when the neighbor comes over and is like, "Man, is y'all's electric bill going way up?" Yeah, this company, man, they're just hand over fist, just giving it to us, aren't they? There were times when there was confrontation. There's nothing you could do about it, but your main objective was to try not to be discovered.
I do believe I've watched some gameplay videos, and it looks like there might be a couple of points that you have to do that with the Nazis. Get through this terminal without being seen. Phil Spencer came out and announced that the game will be going to PlayStation 5 a few months after launch, which originally they weren't going to. But it's going to the PlayStation 5 after a few months. And when asked, love this, when asked, Phil Spencer said that he feels bad for Sony not having any good games. Just kidding. He said, just kidding.
Best.
God. I miss having the little shuffle pod, which was a clip that you could put on your shirt. Good for working out, good for everything. And this could replace that. This should tell you when the last time I worked out was, that I was talking about a shuffle iPod.
Thank you for going there. As soon as you said it was great for working out, I'm thinking to myself, don't say it.
When the fuck was the last time Phoenix worked out?
I will buy you this if you'll start working out.
It's fucking awesome. Buy it now. Such a douchebag. Funny. The Tiny Pod, this little nugget is a genius business opportunity from a business point of view. For those who don't know, the
It's
Apple
the new
Watch.
eye handle for your refrigerator.
Shut up.
It biometrically reads who is opening the fridge and says, "Hello, Chad. Are you looking for a snack? Check
Fuck you,
out drawer
executive-
3 that has
Fuck
sliced
you,
cheese prepared just for you by your mommy." The new eye handle from Apple.
I just got that.
I could talk into it all day long and tell it to translate it to whatever language, and it's just going to go, huh? What
It's
did
gonna
you
have
say?
problems- It's going to have problems with Deep South, Creole. It's going to have problems with Deep Florida. It's going to have problems with Arkansas. It's going to have some problems. People don't understand that stuff. Cajun. Oh my God. Can you imagine a translator for Cajun?
You know how you say you're cold in Cajun Creole?
No.
I got some free zones. That's true.
Oh my God. That's
That's
so
how you-
wrong. That's what it's designed to do. But in the consumer space that I'm at, it was never always on. Windows Home didn't have it on. Windows Pro
I'm just going to
automatically
put it
on.
on. If you get BitLocker and you need some help, let me know.
No.
What?
No, I know what you're doing.
What?
No.
What am I doing?
You're going to attempt to bypass the security features of BitLocker, which is extremely difficult, and there is data loss when you do that.
Oh, no, I'm just going to laugh at him maniacally and hang up.
Wow, that's fucking cold. Oh my God, that's awful. My computer's slow. Yeah. No shit, your computer's slow. No doubt. Because Norton is now using...
Get your free reputation report card. Because you deserve to be represented fairly and accurately online. Start your scan. Yes, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Let's see what they find about me on the old
God.
interwebs.
You're not actually clicking on that, are you?
Yeah, I'm going to get my free report card.
Oh, free. If it asks you for an email, don't do it.
Oh, obviously I'm going to use yours at gmail.com.
Oh, that son of a bitch. You're a good man. I would do the same thing. Saying is that we have cancer treatments, we have Alzheimer's treatments that have to go through 15 million different trials in animals and testings before they even hit human trials.
Oh, yeah.
You're,
Okay, I get
you're
what you're
telling
saying.
me,
Yeah.
and you're telling me this drug comes out of nowhere and suddenly is being tested on humans. Like, granted, I guarantee you that when that survey was sent out, people were like, "Hell yeah, I'll test it." I mean,
You know, it's weird. You know what's weird? If you dig deep enough, you find out that the main scientist working on this, has been publishing since the late 1800s.
Wait a minute. Oh, I just. Oh, that took me a minute. That's good. That was good. When you're adding your streaming services to your gaming services, that starts really building up. My wife and I are looking at the budget right now because of job situation changes and whatnot, and deciding what we're going to do.
Figure out how to make up these small differences in the monthly budget.
How?
Just start rolling bums that are begging for money. They're good for $4 or $5 change every time.
You know, it would crack me up if I literally was in a lane on a red light and saw Fremo get out of his vehicle and just roll the guy on the corner trying to collect change with the sign.
Seem to rant about Sony, folks, but here it is.
Look, you can take that money. I can't even imagine how much you're spending on physical fucking media. You're buying the media. You're spending time on people recording the media onto it, whether it's a disc or it's a Blu-ray or a game disc. Irrelevant. You're spending money on this that could be used to, I don't know, buy a game developer, you fuck. Get us some decent games on the PlayStation other than the standard Final Fantasy and God of War, which you haven't done shit with in God knows how long. I swear to God, Sony could piss off the Pope. All right, Free, do you have anything else this week?
Oh, I got several things that I'd like to say at Mike, but I'm not going to right now.
I'm sure he's a good person. All right, that's it for this week.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the feedback. But you better make sure you come correct, because we talked about a whole lot of stuff other than Starfield and other than Helldivers. Do we talk about that also? Yes, we do. Because that's what we do right now in our time, and this is our show. But we will continue to bring you updates on other things as well.
Oh, that's going to give me some hate mail.
Oh, beautiful Opus bed. You're going to stretch that out. You're going to put the mask on. You're going to listen to some things. You're going to feel a lot better about yourself in about 15, 20 minutes. You're going to wake up refreshed, a shit ton poorer, and your boss is still going to be riled and angry. But don't worry. You've taken the steps to feel better. Hey, oh, don't go on social media to tell everybody how you feel, though, because that's part of the problem. So just stay on your Opus bed and relax. Let the vibrations and the wave sounds soothe you into compliance.
Yeah, thing goes, if you could figure out a way to make something happen, it happened. You know,
Right.
I mean,
You built a house. I never really got into it too much because I always thought, like, my life is hard enough. I don't need to sit down to quote unquote relax at the end of the day in a simulation of another life that's probably better than the one I currently have. But I get the
or it turns
allure.
out even worse.
I get the allure of it. And start this game, this new game started development in 2019 by former Sims lead and Second Life creator Rod
I'm
Humble.
getting a divorce. For real or in Sims? Yes.
These politicos ace in the hole. John Denver gets up there and they're like, oh, we got this. John Denver's here. He's on our side. Yeah, he wasn't on your side. He was. Yeah. An interesting fact, if you watch that hearing and you listen to what John Denver says, whether you like his music or not, his music's like softer. Like, why was he there for rock and roll? He was there for freedom of speech. And that speech that he made that day cost him a ride to space in a shuttle because he was all set to do that. He started training for it and everything. And because he said what he said, they dropped that whole thing. So he never even got there. He never got that Rocky Mountain high in space. See what I did there? Fuck you. That was funny.
It was. Absolutely, big guy.
Yeah, have at it. Let me get the camera.
Then his Mimi snuck him onto a slide that he was not tall enough for, but
snuck him in. Yeah, well, you know that sort of thing happens. It's rite of passage.
And he loved it. He loved it.
Good for him.
And then when his mama tried to take him up the same one, they're like, no, he's not big enough. So I'm pretty sure they're just scared of redheads.
As most people should be. So
like,
true.
Is he big enough to ride this? Yes, he is. No problem. Go on.
Go on, man. Yeah, I know that well. I just want to be left the fuck alone. Can I just sit in the chair and watch TV?
I just want to sit right here and game all day. That's what I want.
Right. Yeah, I want to snooze a little bit, eat, and then game.
Yeah. But we'll see.
All right. Yeah, send me a text. Let me know.
Will do.
All right, later. Reason is because they make great hardware. That PlayStation 4, like I have one PlayStation 5 in the house and it's here in the studio. But all the other spots in the house, including the kids, they all have PlayStation 4s. But the hardware is still good. The hardware is still working. The interface is still good. I think the PlayStation 5 is slightly better, but the PlayStation 4 interface is still really good. Why change it out if it works? You're still getting updates. And until recently, every game that they released, every major AAA game that they release is also compatible for the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, that's true. All 6 of them are.
That was good. That was really good. When Apple went looking for 3-nanometer chips, they literally walked into the building and went, okay, yeah, I like this fab. Yeah, this looks good. I like it. Yeah, we're going to take them all. Oh, how many would you like to order? No. We're going to take them all. Everything you have here and everything you're about to produce, we want.
Yeah.
So they kind of cornered the market, which is smart in a lot of ways. And so Apple's going to be buying all the 2-nanometer chips. That's smart. That's smart business.
It is, unless you're already involved in an antitrust lawsuit.
I don't know what you speak of, Free. Business going. So they head over to Taiwan, which we can't even, let's not even get into where Taiwan fits into all the China, Russia bullshit, North Korea. But the Apple COO.
That will be the spark that lights the fire.
It might be. It really might be. Jeff Williams, the COO, went to see
when China Enforce says, you know what, Taiwan, we've had enough of this. Come back to the fold. You don't have a choice.
Yeah. So Apple's getting their shit while they can.
We either grab ankle or grab gun.
Wow, well put. Grab ankle or grab gun. Or whoever fucking sponsors her that month.
Yeah,
or,
that's what I'm saying. That's not creating content. You are literally no different than an 80s one-hit wonder on the radio. You're being used by a system to basically make somebody else money. Are you making money at the same time? Yeah, I'm sure you're getting paid too, but you're not making the real money. And as soon as somebody comes along that, like I said, has a funnier ha-ha or a hipper look or whatever it is, you're done. You're done. Because everybody that you've influenced is just looking for the next latest and greatest, and you're not it anymore.
You're not. I created content. What content? What content did you create? Show me a picture of you with your, $180 sippy cup with water in it, standing in front of a selected section of a lake, telling me about how you're all about, manifesting abundance and expressing gratitude. Yeah, you just gave somebody at Starbucks this morning a big fucking pile of shit because they didn't get your latte extra grande, twice pumped, whatever the fuck ever. Right? Tell you, I hate this shit. And we applauded them last week because we said that was such an American thing to do, is countersue.
Yeah.
But now you have a group of prominent TikTok users that are suing the government themselves for possibly banning the app. The 8 users who together have millions of followers. I don't understand how that regulates you to speak on behalf of those millions of followers, right? Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
No, it doesn't. The reason they're suing is because their lifestyle goes away.
I follow Ric Flair, but I'm not taking any legal, money, or marriage advice from the man. Next, that tell me about freedom or fashion sense. These are pea stained jeans. They're jeans that have what looks like a pea stain in the front of them.
Sad day. You are apparently being an anti-Semitic right now.
What are you talking about?
Everybody knows this is a throwback to the Adam Sandler movie.
How'd you get to anti-Semitic?
All the cool kids are doing it because he's Jewish.
What the hell does that have to do with anything? What? What does
I just
that
want to see if I can generate some hate mail for you.
Oh my God, you're such an asshole. Oh.
Douchebag.
So let me ask you something, Free. When was the last time you fully shut down your phone?
Yesterday.
Get the hell out of here. Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, how about before that?
The day before. I reboot my phone every night.
It's such a shame you can't see what finger I'm holding up.
That's great. Very good job for you. It was a hit and run.
Yeah.
It was a hit and run. But the autonomous vehicle, after the hit and run, did drag the individual another 20 feet. It wasn't the autonomous vehicle that did the hit and run. It was somebody else that did the hit and run. And then the autonomous vehicle went, fuck it. I got my route
didn't
to
have
run.
a chance to respond because the person flipped up and landed in front of the car. I mean,
Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me.
Douchebag.
Absolutely killing me. You are a douchebag. But that was in San Francisco. And they've moved back to...
Douchebag.
That was in...
you're going to be producing pollutants way worse than the farming industry is.
Right.
I mean,
and a lot of professionals say that they're years away from even having a consumer product available. But
Yeah.
DeSantis insists that it's a global elite trying to shove it down our throats. Which, I mean, he may not be wrong. I'm not going to go investigate this meat. There's already 2 companies in California, go figure, that have approval for lab-grown
you
chicken.
mean California?
Yeah. They got the 2 companies out there got the approval for lab-grown chicken. I mean, we over here on the East Coast, we just call that McNuggets. That will prevent that hack from happening.
Okay. I just wondered.
No, I know you were. So base price of the iPad Pro is going to be $1,000, and you're all in for $2,500. And the only thing that kind of sucks, yes, Fremo.
Is there an Apple Pencil Pro sharpener?
No, there's no Apple Pencil Pro sharpener.
What
There's
happens when your Apple Pencil Pro gets dull?
Ironically, you can't lose sensitivity in the tip. It's so hard to say that with a straight face. It's at least half of all traffic to the Postal Service website, in fact, is spam and malware related.
Yeah, but they're not the ones that are putting the spam and the malware out
Well,
there.
shouldn't they
They're
have
the
better
victim.
security? Oh, come
They're the victim.
They're the United States Postal Service. Shouldn't they?
Yeah.
Shouldn't they have a plan? Shouldn't they have
They do.
cybersecurity?
They do. They haven't updated it in quite a while, but it's something about neither rain nor sleet nor snow.
I don't think that covered cybersecurity. Do you?
Yeah, that's why I said they haven't updated it.
This is a key process. Now, this might take a couple of months, but the part is out there. Like Fremo was just saying, most of this stems from the FDA agreeing that there is a medical use for the drug, actually. And I'm
Yeah.
here to tell you that is 100% true. In my, I have cooling and heating CBD THC cream right in the bathroom cabinet that I use often. The wife smokes at the end of the day because of her lupus.
Maybe
and
they'll figure out how to fix allergies. Sorry, I had to get that out
It's such
there.
a shame you can't see what finger I'm holding up.
Like me did. Like I took a shower and I was like laying on the bed waiting for dinner. Some show was on and she comes back in the room. She's like, "You been watching this?" I was like, "Yeah."
Of course I have. What are you thinking? I can tell you that before we go on the show, because there's something else I'm going to tell you that's going to make you laugh at the intro. But I started cooking again, and I forgot how much fun it was.
Microwaving spam is not cooking.
It is. It can be. You're so judgmental. I'm wondering if they rickrolled each other. Like, one department
Right.
rickrolled the other department. Hey, we're sending another package. Like 10 o'clock at night where you're just doing
Yeah,
random tests.
Tell us when you get it.
It's a cat video. Click on it. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna. That's shit that we would do. That was literally
yeah.
shit that we would do. But then
Or
they
just
got down to
record
business.
some static and be like, "Okay, we're gonna send through an audio file. Did you get it? All we got was static. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah. Stuff for $130.
You do.
You get 3 bike skins, 3 ship skins, and 2 different outfits for your character. That's it. And you get, what, 2 future DLCs and a 3-day early access? That's not enough. There's no statue. There's no nothing. In fact, some of the stores aren't even selling the steelbook for it.
Okay, boomer.
Oh, gosh. Really? A boomer? It's $130. And I'm not really getting anything that's beneficial. Like, if you're giving me a 3-day early access pass, that's great for
You
games.
want a hand job from D2 or what? Roger, you even mentioned it.
I do like that game. I didn't think that anybody else would know Skippo or Phase 10. Phase 10 is an extremely strategic game.
Yeah, it is.
Good stuff. But Mattel said that in their surveys, the game has declined in the recent years. They said 35% of boomers are extremely competitive, followed by millennials at 31% and Gen Z at 29%. Let me just chew on that for a minute. Do you know what generation they fucking forgot again?
The one that nobody wants to play board games against because we own.
Yeah, not only will we own you, but if we don't own you, we're going to beat the shit out of you with that game board. They left some
So
stuff.
this is that's what took me so long. I was digging through the fridge trying to find one of my beverages, which apparently were all consumed yesterday, and I didn't know. So here we go.
Oh, God, please. Don't be... What the... Oh, my God. Oh, God bless you. God bless you. How'd that taste?
Oh,
How'd
that's
that go
awful.
down? That's awful.
I can't believe people drink this stuff.
How do people drink White Claw?
It's literally tonic water with bad flavoring. Like, it doesn't cut through the tonic water flavor at all.
It's the federal government pointing fingers at Microsoft. And we're not defending Microsoft. We're just saying they're pointing fingers, yet they had their own systems breached because of a third party. Like, they have to stop giving vendors and third parties so much access to things. This particular attack took place in May of last year. Again, May had a lot of hacks that nobody disclosed.
Yeah.
And GMA provides economic...
I've been actually actively putting my social out on the dark web.
You're so full of shit.
With the offer that if anybody can figure out how to get more money
Bullshit.
using it, I'll split it with them.
That's fucking brilliant. That is brilliant, right there. Every single video afterwards to take out the song. But if you listen on an audio podcast using Stitcher or BuzzFeed or Apple Podcasts, you're going to get the music. And we do pride ourselves over 20 years. We've broken a lot of bands on this show. I don't care what anybody says. We did. We played them before anybody local radio stations played them. And we take pride in that, and we bring you information that's not political, not religious, and not leaning any specific way. And we do it with our fucking clothes on.
And while being somewhat funny at times.
Somewhat.
You could attract the talent.
Yeah. Yeah, really.
But I
It's not like
mean,
they don't have money. I mean, my God, as much as Freebo and I hate to say it, you have enough talent. You have the user base that you could have created an amazing VR with Final Fantasy. You could have created any of those Japanese JRPG titles.
not that I would, but if they did a VR Zelda,
Oh, that would be sweet. I'd get into that. I'd get into that. That would be kind of tight.
I
And
mean,
for those,
I would almost buy a PlayStation for that.
my kids are huge into what? What?
I said almost.
Okay, I'll take almost. Let's get into stick style.
Gaming.
Tasty. A little tasty.
That's all right.
Free, don't keep drinking. Stop. No free, stop. You're not going to make the end of the show. Ah, fuck me sideways. All right, folks, we are now on a time limit. Hey, for those that are
pretty
watching the
smooth.
video, I'm gonna clip that. Hey, you know what is efficient in the cold? Combustion engines.
Yeah.
They're
Did you see
efficient in
where
the cold.
GM and Honda have announced they're going hydrogen?
Are they? See, I think
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
I saw that today, man.
The only thing, again, hydrogen is super efficient and low cost. The only thing I'm worried about is that the fact, like, if we have a Tesla that goes sideways, you have to get special equipment. You have to move that shit off the road. You have to, like, if that thing catches on fire, there's a problem. And I don't know, hydrogen's going to blow up. So I would assume they have safety protocols in effect,
Well,
right?
yeah, I mean, they're not going to be able to mass produce cars and sell them to the public if they're going to Pinto on everyone. That's right. I made Pinto a verb.
It's so true, the fucking Pinto. Kudos to them. Xbox Halo, they were supposed to have a battle royal. That's no more. We've heard about it for years from 343. Yeah, I know you're crying. We've heard about it for years from 343, but now it's been officially canceled or finally canceled. It depends on how you look at it, because there's never been
See,
any
Halo?
official word.
See? Y'all thought when I rage quit it wouldn't have any impact, but it took a little while, but here we are.
Oh, I don't know if
you'd have just taken care of the Z.
Yeah, okay. And you might think, oh, 5%, that's not a lot. In EA, that's huge. They have a huge workforce. Of course, they justify it by they're trying to optimize their global footprint. The fuck does that mean? Optimizing your global footprint? They said we're streamlining our company operations to deliver a deeper, more connected experience. Really? That's your...
You want me to translate?
Yes, please.
We're going to be using AI to code our games.
Oh, so true. So true. Dragonflies. I thought this was fucking cool, man. So you basically, and it can record photos and videos as well. When you see a bird through them, you hold on to the bird for a second, a red circle will appear around the subject. And then it starts searching for the information. That information will show up right there on the screen. So you know if you're looking at a blue jay or a cardinal or, I don't know, a fucking titmouse. Fuck you, Fremo. I went that whole way to get to that joke of titmouse.
Yeah.
Dick.
You need to drink more.
I agree. I'm trying to change and drink a lot more water. This one is smart water with alkaline. So, trying to do that. I'm throwing my liver for a curve.
Real quick.
Yeah.
What's the Pythagorean theorem?
A squared plus b squared plus c squared. Is that right? I can see it in my head.
Close. Drink more. Close.
Smart water's not working enough yet.
A squared plus b squared equals.
For the whole drive.
Yeah, I saw an article today that talking about the whole missing out on stuff. That they're basically saying that young kids, like less than the age of 5, are going to have severe developmental issues because they're missing out on hearing over 1,000 words a day from adults because they're doing this.
That story is coming up later on in the show.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yes, it is. You should probably check show notes. Oh, God.
Where do you think I saw it from?
Oh, you're a liar. Of translation software, like we talked about earbuds on the show, that would translate while you're listening. I think that's brilliant because one of the hangups I have for traveling is not just the long flights, being the size that I am, but my biggest problem is the translation. I don't want to go to the tourist functions. I want to, like, if I went to Japan, I want to go to parts of Okinawa that nobody else is really going to. I don't want to just go to Tokyo.
It's real easy. Just walk into some local dive bar and insult somebody. You'll see some parts of Okinawa you never wanted to.
My God, you are
Douchebag.
You are something.
Yes, this is an octagon shape. It would be considered an irregular octagon.
Ha!
So octagon is the official
Shape.
word for an 8-sided polygon. A regular one means that all the angles are the same. Which would by default make all the sides the same. But so this would be an irregular polygon design.
I am super happy we clarified that for our listeners.
I am too. I'll be able to sleep tonight now.
Good. And my fan speed so I can look at them on a whim. Just look right over and see them. Why are you shaking your head? That is function.
No, it's not. You do know how a heat sink works, right?
Yes, it dissipates heat.
Through where?
Through the radiator.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And mostly coming off of which side of the radiator? The side closest to the CPU? Or the opposite side?
The opposite side, the top. It's
okay,
air.
So where's the screen located?
I don't know why you're fixated on the position of the screen when you should be talking about what information you're getting on the screen. I don't know what you're getting at.
How long do you think these screens are going to last under those temperature conditions?
I mean, there's a warranty. First lunar relaunch, I guess you could say. And those things are sad. But some are doing better than others. So what I wanted to do... Okay. Control. All right. So Japan has now made it to the moon, which is great, right? Another country's getting out there. Japanese lunar module called SLIM. SLIM is smart lander for investigating the moon. They landed on the moon, which was great. This makes Japan the 5th country to do so.
Hold on a second. I need to look at this picture.
So,
yeah, okay, makes sense now.
Oh, yeah, so Fremo turned his camera upside down because, well, they did land. And they were hedging on the success of the soft landing, which they did successfully. And they're hoping that a different angle of the sun will start charging process. They also demonstrated the use of optical navigation technology, which was a success. This is great. So the mission was mostly successful. And they were hoping for the best of their solar panels until some pictures came out. The reason why their solar panels didn't extend was because though they did do a soft landing, which worked out great, the rover landed upside down.
Yeah. What I was going to say was I can't wait for the memes. Where it shows like a turtle upside down on the moon. It says Japan on the bottom. Sifu, is it the little rat dude from Kung Fu Panda?
No. Cute. I see
Isn't that Sifu?
It's a
Is
Sifu.
that dude's name?
No. Well, yeah, it's his name, but Sifu is a title.
Well, yeah.
It's teacher. Game Pass games for March are going to be, and these are all spread out throughout the month. Which
what do you call student?
Oh shit!
In that same context,
I don't remember. I don't remember, which is really
then
embarrassing.
I don't know how to address you.
Oh, fuck off!
It's such a shame you can't see what finger I'm holding up.
That's some bullshit. Spending time with your family and going to a little park behind the place or near the place or across the street from the place. That's family oriented. I don't need to fucking do this in my house. The hell's wrong with people? I don't get it, man. And I'm the first one to say, oh my God, it's raining or snowing. I'm staying home and watching Godzilla in my pajamas. I'm the first one to say that shit. But 2024, I do not want to be locked into the house. I don't. Pandemic's over. Scariness is over. Weird shit's kind of over. It is an election year, so I'm not really sure.
Yeah. See the third limb on the tree with the,
Yeah.
keeps track of how much that thing is moved, and then has directional arrows telling them, okay, look more left or right or up or down.
Correct.
Until
Correct.
it locks
Yeah,
back
yeah.
onto whatever you were looking at. That's pretty sweet.
That is cool.
Right there is worth the money as far as I'm concerned.
It's got 8 gigs of internal memory for photos and videos, but I don't know if you want to talk about the money on it. Those little binoculars are $4,800.
I'm going to get one for the car too.
Another stupid product. What's better than smoking your beef in the house than just kicking back with a wonderful dessert? How about some countertop soft serve ice cream, my friend? Here's another stupid fucking product.
I that was my initial reaction to this. It really was.
The Cold Snap. Now, the Cold Snap.
But here's where I think this would work really, really well.
Oh, go on.
Hear me out.
I am.
McDonald's. Because you ain't getting ice cream from them any other way.
Yeah, because it's always broken.
They can put a Cold Snap over there by the beverage machine. You purchase your Cold Snap, and you walk over.
Oh, that's
and
brilliant.
Boom, you make it.
That's brilliant. That's actually brilliant because they did show off a consumer business model. Exactly. I'm not even on Tinder, and I know how that shit works.
I mean, that literally would be like Flint Enemas coming out with, strawberry mango flavored enemas. Huh? You do know what people use this for, right?
So what we're talking about is Tinder had new warnings come out. So these warnings inform users on the app, on the platform. They inform users that they're potentially being inappropriate. Like you have to tell people that they're being inappropriate. Is that before or after you send the dick pic? I'm just asking.
She was like looking. It was like $2.60. What was it? 67 cents and change. And she, of course, it pops up on the screen how much she's supposed to give me back.
Yeah.
Right? So she got the $2 part right. Like it's like 1, 2. Here's that. And then I see her looking like at the coin tray. And I waited like an uncomfortable 15 seconds, and I was like, "Hey, you have quarters, a bunch of dimes is fine." And she's like, "Which ones are the quarters?" And I'm like,
"Oh, give me 6 of those quarters."
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're supposed to give me 68 of those.
I like that. I like that a lot. Storage can go up to 1 terabyte of an SSD, plus you have a micro SD slot. And they're claiming full bore, full graphics. You're claiming 2-hour battery life. That could be better. 2-hour battery life is a little bit low if you're in the car playing a game.
Well, that's under full workload conditions.
Correct, which would be playing a fucking game. That's what it's designed for. What the hell are you doing? What are you doing? CAD cam on it? Come on, it's video games they're playing. On behalf of myself and Fremo, have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we'll see you in 2025. So you can find more of this garbage at bgfgonline.com. You can also send us an email with your questions or suggestions at bgfgshow@gmail.com. Find our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Overcast, Podcast, Castro, Castbox, Podchaser, and YouTube. Thank you for listening.